Okay, well, let's get started. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah, alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain amma ba'du. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Hi, good morning everyone.
Morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
How are you today? Is everything good?
Yeah,
Fine.
yes, alhamdulillah.
Yes, alhamdulillah. All right. So, have you had a chance to watch the video, the 2 videos in pre-activities?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay, good. So, before that, we're going to discuss about the previous work on the last meeting. Yeah, so today is meeting 8, I believe. So, teaching listening, our topic is still on teaching listening. So, let's see. Let's discuss the previous activity in the last meeting. Do you still remember what were the activities? Did you still remember the last, the post activities in the last meeting? It was on who is my best friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, tuh.
Oh.
Let me share for you. This one. Who is your best friend? So this asks you to look at the picture, and Tony is telling a radio host about his best friend Bob. Where do you think they met, and what do you think Bob is like? So when they met?
The birthday party. Birthday party.
Birthday party. How they met?
They were sit to each other.
Sit next to each other, yeah, okay. And what the friend is like?
He likes jokes and make people laugh.
Oh, right, okay. So it's basically asking you when they met, how they met, and what the friend is like. So what about the second one? When they met?
Since they were in high school.
All right,
Yeah,
since they were in high school.
On a softball team together.
Okay, how they met? They were
They
in
play on softball team.
School softball.
school softball team. Okay, what the friend is like?
Very social and talk active.
Very sociable, yeah. If you heard the word sociable and
vacation to
talkative, okay, talkative and sociable. So now in the same audio, you have different focus. In B, you have to listen to the audio, the radio host asking people about their best friends, and there are 3 focus. But then in C, in the same audio, students are assigned to listen again, and they have to find an answer for these questions. What do the friends do together in their free time? So the things that they do together with her or his best friends. So what is the correct answer for number 1?
see movies and go downtown.
Okay, see movies and then
Go downtown with
Go
friends.
downtown with friends.
go downtown with friends. What is downtown anyway? Downtown, what is it?
Pusat kota.
So it is the center of the city. Kalau konteks kita mungkin alun-alun gitu ya, downtown. So city center, yeah, okay. And what about the second one?
Go shopping and
take vacations.
Go shopping and take vacations. Okay, good. So this activity will be our discussions for today. So the next activity, B and C, the students are assigned to listen to the audio, but then in D, students are assigned to discuss these questions. Okay, after listening the activity, students are assigned to discuss the questions. The first one, who is your best friend? So one another, for instance, there will be pairs or group work or pairs. So students are asked these questions: who is your best friend? Then each of the student will tell about his or her best friends, and then when did you meet him or her? Maybe some of the students will say, my best friend is A. I met him or her during high school because we were in the same basketball team. Jadi kan dia akan memproduksi berdasarkan apa yang dia dengarkan. Gimana ya mengatakan kalau ketemu teman yang dulu pernah dalam satu tim basket? So he or she will say, we were in the same basketball team. Misalkan begitu ya. Lalu how did you meet? Bagaimana saling bertemunya? Because we sit next to each other during the birthday party. And what is he or she likes? Akan dideskripsikan personality-nya. Oh, he is a bit talkative and sociable. Gitu ya. What do you do together in your free time? We go shopping and see movies. Nah, oke. So, apa yang setelah didengarkan dalam audio tadi dipraktekkan dalam speaking. So, this one is integrating between listening and speaking. Okay. So, there are three phases if you try to analyze this worksheet. The first one is teacher will ask the students about this picture. Hey, everyone, can you predict what is the activity in these three pictures? The first one is between a conversation between radio host and the ones who the audience, for instance. So the second one, the setting is in restaurants, or kan tidak tahu kan ini birthday party yang terlihat kan, this is in cafe or restaurants. The next one is maybe at cinema or bioskop begitu ya. So the first one is teacher giving students the context. Konteks apa sih topiknya, konteksnya apa sih gitu. So then the second one, students have to listen, and then the third one, students have to practice based on the topic that he or she have already listened. Any questions? Bisa digambarkan ya nanti kalau mengajar listening. Itu yang ini disebut dengan apa kemarin? Is it top down or bottom up processing? Yang ini? Yang mana? Can you guess? Oke, kita diskusikan. Masih belum ya. Yang kemarin berarti masih belum begitu paham. So next, let's discuss about this PowerPoint. So this is it, our activity. So we have already discussed that the previous activity on last meeting. So about video analysis. Sebelum kita jauh, video analysis. What do you think about video 1? Any thought from you? Video 1. Any analysis that you got? What is good from the teaching and what needs to be improved?
For me, that was a really good teaching way. The teacher make the class really colorful, aura, I think, but it's still the teacher talking too much than the students. So I think maybe it's can be better if the student get like more opportunities to talk more than the teacher.
All right. Thank you, Shanilda. Anyone else want to bring another point? What is good from the teaching and what needs to be improved, maybe, if you have some criticism to the teaching? What was the teaching about?
It was like a couples agent, like love agency to find a lover.
Dating agency, yeah. Right. Okay. Any one of you wants to point out another points, another aspects? What do you reckon from the video? No one? Mbak Nurul Sulfia, so what points that you analyze from the video one?
I apa ya,
Yes.
agak kurang tertarik sama the first video.
Oh, so what makes you not that interested?
I think it's not effective.
You think it is not effective because of?
Yeah, because teacher talking too much and a student looks like inactive.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Mbak Nurul Sulfia. One more students, I think.
Me, man.
Me, siapa? Diva, yes?
Yeah, Diva, man. So from the first video, I think the teacher is just too relying on repetition. So and also the teacher also lack of what's it called, yeah, lack of interaction with the student. So the teacher's kind of student centered when it comes to teaching or the listening. That's all for me.
Okay. All right, thank you. So let's discuss about the first video. So the first video, so this is the topic is listening, yeah. So listening, it means that actually students have to listen a lot to the input that teachers give. And the first one is intro. It is good, I think. The teacher gives the intro. It is a background knowledge, skimata. Jadi teachernya tadi memberikan skimata begitu ya. Skimata memberikan konteks apa sih yang akan didengarkan. Do you notice that before listening to the audio, I think he was using tape, yeah. So before playing the audio or tape, the teacher give an intro. It is called background knowledge or schemata. Jadi diberikan konteksnya apa yang akan didengar begitu. And he also writes some of the points or some of the questions in regards to the topics. Jadi sebelum beranjak ke topik itu mengantarkan dulu teachernya tadi. Do you reckon this one? Anda tadi mengamati itu tidak? Ada intronya begitu. Jadi sebelum mengamati itu ya.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
So same audio, different focus. Jadi seperti yang kita lakukan tadi yang barusan kita bahas aktivitas who is your best friend tadi. Audionya satu, tadi kan tentang lagu itu ya. Lagu itu fokusnya ada dua. The same audio with different focus. The first focus adalah identifikasi I like, I love. Jadi siswanya diminta untuk mendengarkan. Coba identifikasi. Nanti lagunya akan berbicara I like, apa tadi lagunya tadi, I like, I love. Disuruh siswanya diminta untuk mendengarkan I like apa sih? Misalkan I like to swim, I love apa begitu. Jadi identifikasi pertama adalah fokusnya pada finding the expressions or phrase that started with the word I like, I love. So the second fokus yang kedua, audionya tetap sama, itu lebih comprehension questions. Tadi kan ada beberapa pertanyaan di depan, si gurunya menulis ya. Saya lupa tadi pertanyaannya apa saja ya, tapi lebih ke comprehension questions. Ya, pertanyaan pemahaman begitu. So it is also good integrating the listening activities into speaking skill through pictures. Jadi gurunya memberikan beberapa pictures ya terhadap dan membaginya menjadi beberapa kelompok, lalu mereka diminta untuk apa semacam role play begitu ya, imagine gitu, imaginations seakan-akan dating agency tadi. And also practicing the expression student learned previously. Jadi dalam kelompok juga gurunya meminta siswa untuk mempraktekkan frase atau expression yang sudah ditemukan dalam audio itu tadi. Kan sebelumnya aktivitasnya menemukan ekspresi I like, I love. Terus kemudian dipraktekkan secara oral. Lalu kemudian teacher's feedback. I think it is good. In the end, if you notice, the teacher gives the students feedback. It is giving the corrections on their error, the error they make during the conversations with their peers. Jadi ya, di akhir memberikan feedback. But this is the thing. But be mindful about cultural context. Tadi kan topiknya dating begitu ya. Kalau Anda nanti mengajarnya di Muslim konteks, tentu topik dating itu saya rasa kurang relevan ya. Oke, so the points from me that what I highlight is about the cultural context that needs to be contextualized. Harus dikontekstualisasikan. Kalau dating mungkin kalau di Barat that's normal thing, but here I think we need to take concern on it. Okay. So that's the thing. And let's move to video 2. What do you think it is? What was the video about?
Teaching
I think
listening
it's
and
about
speaking.
teaching listening. Yeah.
Siapa dulu? Oke, Mbak Faiza dulu, silakan. Yes, please, Mbak Nur Faiza.
I think the second video is about teaching listening integrated with speaking and using total physical responses. Yeah, and then the teachers also like giving rewards to the students, so it makes the learning process more fun, maybe. And then the teacher also use flashcard and repetition, and also quiz like question like about the flashcard, maybe about the color, etc. And also there is activity like teamwork, and at the end reviewing everything like what they learned.
All right, thank you,
Yes.
Mbak Nur Faiza. That's a good point. Okay, so later we are going to discuss. Bagus Wisnu, do you have some points to highlight?
Yeah, I like the way he teach, because he keeps interacting with the audience, with the kids. So it was quite interactive. He keeps the learning process, the listening process with a lot of conversations, with a lot of instructions. So he also provides some kind of routines that they always do, maybe, but I don't know. That also good, because I think it keeps the kids remember what they apa yang harusnya dilakukan ketika seseorang berkata ini dan itu, gitu, man.
Okay, good. Okay, so yeah, that's good highlights. Thank you for the highlights, Mas Bagus Wisnu. Another student, one more student, maybe. Do you have different points? So I think that's enough, yeah. So let's discuss, yeah. That's pretty much what we watched from the second video. It is about teaching listening in young learners. So it is the idea of how to teach listening in kindergarten level, yeah. So the video analysis, video 2, it is English for young learners. So if we talk about English for young learners, teaching English for young learners, so there are some routines that we need to do. And order and disciplines, Anda tahu tadi apa? Order and disciplines itu harus angkat tangan. Terus itu dalam rangka apa? Hands up, lalu sit down, itu dalam rangka apa? Why the teacher needs to do the order and disciplines? Kalau di kindergarten ngajarnya kudu begitu, kenapa?
To keep attention, I think.
Good.
Sure.
So it makes the students becomes more disciplined. Can you imagine teaching kids? Mengajar anak-anak tuh bisa jadi apalagi sekarang zaman pandemi gini online learning, di screen itu kalau gurunya mengajar nggak ada anaknya, anaknya lari-lari begitu. So this is the idea of giving the order and disciplines. Jadi sudah ada aturan, kalau sudah hands up itu berarti sudah mulai rame anaknya, sudah tidak terkendalikan begitu, harus ada disiplin and order. Hands up, sit down. Kalau dulu zaman saya mungkin ada tangan ke atas, ke samping begitu ya. So that's pretty much the idea why the order and discipline needs to be set up in the earlier during the classroom teachings. And also reward systems, ya anak-anak ya, so they love rewards. And also rapport with routines. Tadi routines, salah satunya juga apa tadi? Agar siswa bisa diatur begitu, karena memang anak-anak jadi banyak sekali movementnya. Kalau tidak begitu nanti fokusnya bisa beralih gitu. So then the next one is practical questions. Tadi Anda mendapati waktu si anak ditanya, yang anak pertama ditanya apa? What is your name? How many members in your family? Who are in your family? Daddy, mommy, granny, dan sebagainya itu. So it's very basic, I think, sangat-sangat basic. Tapi itu kemampuan mendengarkan. Who are in your family? So she mentions like three people in my family, and in fact there are 4. Okay, so then icebreakers juga mungkin penting untuk anak-anak ya. And then presentation using pictures. So yes, pictures, through pictures one can say more words only by showing pictures. And then TPR, so Mbak Faiza have already noted on this one. TPR, total physical responses. Yes, again and again, it also has been a discussions in a previous meeting that students in young learners, to teach EYL, they need total physical responses. So this is one of the method we can use in EFL teachings. The next one is drills, because the idea of introducing new words or new expressions or even new sentences, we need to do drilling. So I think that's good. All right. Next. So we come to top-down processing. So do you still remember this type of listening relies on activating previous knowledge, okay, about the language, text, or culture. Personal or word knowledge is brought to the text, make it to make sense of it. Jadi seperti tadi diberikan pictures di awal. Who is your best friend? Ketemunya di mana? Begitu. Do you have best friends anyway?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
You will be
Archie.
asked, when do you meet? When did you meet? Where? And what do you what activities you spend together with him or her, for instance, gitu ya. So giving the context, giving the ideas what is going to be learned in that day. So that's pretty much about top-down processing. So biasanya top-down processing itu pembelajarannya lebih pada pertama giving context, yang kedua adalah mencari main idea, jadi general things. Okay, so it is different to bottom-up processing. So this one, you still remember this? Who is your best friend? So this is one of the activity we use the strategies of top-down processing. Okay, the next one is bottom-up processing. Listeners build understanding by making references to the smallest unit of the acoustic message, individual sounds, phonemes. These are then combined word, phrase, clauses, and sentence. Listening is developed in serial or hierarchical fashions. Jadi pengenalannya dari awal, yang titik tekankan adalah pada unitsnya. Units di situ maksudnya apa? Units seperti units of sound bisa. Units individual sounds-nya. Oh, A itu sound-nya adalah such as in apple gitu. Apple. begitu. Jadi mulainya dari situ kalau bottom up processing. Jadi disadarkan oleh gurunya itu dari awal memang pengajarannya lebih titik tekannya pada individual units begitu. Individual units bisa jadi sounds, kalau dalam masih dasar adalah sound sama phonemes. Kalau kita nggak belajar phonemes ya di lower level itu, kalau di mungkin konteks second language atau native language, mereka native speaker maksud saya, mereka belajarnya dari situ, dari smallest discrete units of sound, misalkan begitu. Kalau kita enggak, kita kan cuman dari A, B, C, D, E, F, G, tapi enggak soundnya. Oke, so then word, mungkin kalau kita dari word ya, dari vocabulary, dari misalkan apple, table, pen, itu disebut dengan bottom up dari situ. And then ini ada hierarchical fashions. So contohnya seperti apa? Kok bisa? Oke, word sound misalkan ini ya, k, a, t, cut, gitu. Lah k, a, t, cat. Di pengajarannya begitu kalau bottom up processing. So that's pretty much about top down and bottom up. So listening skills. Biasanya yang diajarkan atau topics taught in listenings are including understanding numbers. Did you get this one? Dulu ada nggak exercise tentang understanding numbers? Mungkin di lower level ya, mungkin di kindergarten Anda diajarin numbers 1 to 10, for instance. So understanding the alphabet, listening for descriptions, listening for time, listening for frequency, listening to similar meaning, listening for explanations. Explanations mungkin Anda dapat di S1 ya. Lalu listening for comparison and contrast, and also listening for chronology, listening to lecture. Ini juga di kuliah ya, academic talk. Biasanya Anda di aktivitas listening Anda, di kelas listening, saya kira ada listening to lecture or academic talk. So here are some listening question types. So the types of questions, we have multiple choice. I think you are familiar with this. Short answer, and then sentence completions, chart completion, flow chart completion, also graphs, tables, melengkapi tabel begitu, making notes, Anda diminta untuk membuat catatan, summarizing, and also matching. Here are some examples. Oh ini ya, ini ada satu ruangan, lalu Anda suruh ada talk, ada apa ya, lecture begitu atau talk, mendeskripsikan tempat begitu. Tempat yang pertama apa? Di sampingnya main gallery. Next move to local artist room, misalkan begitu. Lalu 16 dan sebagainya. So this one is sentence completions ya. So the next is sentence completions, but in different form. Notice to museum visitors, the following areas are restricted. Hall of History closed for, ditutup karena apa? Begitu. So this one is sentence completions. And the next one, this one, ini listening for numbers, listening to numbers. You have to find the card number and also a phone number and how much will the woman pay for the hotel room. So this also the numbers, yeah, numbers. Okay, later the activity after this, you're going to listen to this. So this is pretty much about alphabet. It is related to pronunciations and spelling, yeah, okay. So those are the activity for listening. Any questions?
I want to ask, Mel.
Silakan Mbak Fatima terus Khairunisa.
Ya, yang saya mau menanyakan tentang yang tas kemarin. And in the in the last of the exercise there is a group work. I mean, so I is it the speaking task? I mean, I have to clarify that that is the speaking task. So, is it possible that listening activity is from pre, while, and post? It's possible that all of the things is only listening, not producing, like that. Yes.
It is possible, actually. Yes, it is very possible. I think it is pretty much the activities you do in your listening class. I think it is dominated by listening only without speaking, ya. Is that the thing? Saya rasa teman-teman aktivitas listeningnya, listening di kelas ya. Karena mungkin kalau di UMM itu di lab ya, sehingga untuk mengintegrasikan dengan speaking agak formulasi kelasnya agak kurang nyaman begitu. Jadi the main activity was on listening. So that's possible. But it is for me it is great if it is integrated. Bagus kalau itu diintegrasikan. So then actually what is actually the need of listening activity is to improve the productive skills. So still the focus is on listening to the audio, but then there is an integrative activity. It is on productions. Yeah, okay. Is that answering your questions, Fatima?
Yeah, because some of lecture in my UMK, they mentioned that if you teaching listening, you just only teaching listening, not we didn't getting the integrated class like listening and speaking. So I'm asking you, how is it possible that listening and only listening, not
Okay,
integrated?
so well, actually, Fatima Soironisa, if you watch the first and second video, it's actually integrating both, yeah, listening and speaking. But yeah, it is to my awareness also that our course name is separated. It is not integrated. Jadi mata kuliah kalau di UMM, mungkin di UMG juga ya, itu namanya adalah bukan integrasi tapi separations gitu ya, separated between among four skills. The first we have speaking, it is not integrated, and then listenings we have differently, and then reading and what speaking, yeah. So itu dipisah-pisah sehingga yes, the focus is only on speaking. Speaking will be dominated by speaking activities only, and also listening. Tapi riset yang berkembang itu sebenarnya lebih arahnya ke integrasi, integrated learning. Okay. So it depends a lot actually on curriculum development, pengembangan kurikulumnya mau dibawa kemana, mau apakah skill itu diajarkan secara terpisah atau skillnya diajarkan secara integrasi, but those two are possible. Mau diintegrasikan bisa, mau dipisah juga bisa. Those two, I think there is advantages and disadvantages. Why separating or why integrating? Sekarang di LC itu FLSP yang di lembaga bahasa UMM itu sudah mulai ada integrated. Yang tidak integrated hanya speaking, karena speaking butuh kemampuan praktik yang lebih luasa begitu. Jadi speaking itu dipisah. Tapi untuk reading dan writing sudah diintegrasikan gitu. So that's the idea.
Alright, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any more questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Silakan, siapa? Bagus?
Bagus. Tadi kan ada ini ya, understanding numbers. Nah, I think we learn it in school the formal way, but actually in our daily life, I play a lot of games with strangers, with foreigners, and they be saying 1000 instead of 1000.
Yeah.
1200 instead of 1200, like that, ma'am.
Mhm. So, well, actually, it depends on the sources ya, Mas. Ada sourcesnya macam-macam. Salah satu, ya saya sampaikan bahwa salah satu kesulitan pengajar itu sebenarnya, salah satu kesulitan pengajar listening adalah mendapatkan audio. Karena untuk proses, kalau mau punya sendiri, itu proses recordingnya yang agak sulit begitu. Tentu nanti Anda juga akan mengalami itu, bahwa mendapatkan audionya yang mungkin agak challenging begitu. Anda mungkin ya karena harusnya kalau pembelajaran di kelas harus native speakers ya. So it is about the sources. So after this, we're going to listen to numbers. It is good question, Mas Bagus Wisnu. So you are going to listen to numbers, and it has a different version. Ada beberapa versi cara penyebutan angka. Apakah disambung seperti 1400? 1400 itu berapa berarti?
1400.
1400. Ada juga 1400 misalkan begitu, ada begitu. Tahu langsung 1400 gitu. Jadi ada beberapa style penyebutan angka. So it gives you more insight to how actually spell numbers. Okay. Thank you, Mas Bagus.
You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you too.
More questions? Tidak ada ya. Ternyata kok sinkronis begini sudah, saya kira hanya sebentar, tapi ternyata sudah 9.15. Berarti waktu Anda tinggal 15 menit lagi ya. Oke, so don't worry teman-teman. Aktivitas yang selanjutnya itu sekedar memberikan contoh format. It is good kalau it is good for you if you want to try to do the exercise on post activity. Sebentar saya buka post activity. Anda sudah lihat di post activity?
Yes, ma'am.
Sudah,
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Sudah bagus. Itu di drive tidak saya satu-satu begitu, langsung di drive begitu. Anda silahkan kerjakan saja sendiri, karena ini mata kuliah konsep ya, jadi Anda tidak perlu mensubmit jawaban Anda. Ini sekedar apa ya, memberitahu kepada Anda bahwa ada format listeningnya seperti itu. Itu format yang ini formatnya IELTS. Jadi IELTS itu lebih challenging dan mungkin format tesnya itu lebih bervariasi daripada yang sering Anda dengarkan ya. Kalau Anda biasanya bentuk pertanyaannya lebih pada apa? Dulu kalau listening class. Is it multiple choice or comprehension questions atau gimana?
Mostly multiple choice.
Mostly multiple choice ya, karena mungkin diarahkannya untuk TOEFL mungkin ya. Kalau TOEFL kan memang multiple choice. Sebentar saya share agar tidak ada. Ini sudah terlihat ya, tapi belum besar.
Sudah, Ma'am.
Okay, so let's see in the post activity. So there will be 3 types of questions. Ada 3 model pertanyaan ya. Yang ini track 1, post activity 1, track 1 berarti yang ini. Post activity 2, track 4 and 5. So let's see post activity 1. Nah, ini Anda mencari alphabet ya, listening to alphabet. Begitu, and also listening to number. And also this one, choose 3 letters from A to G. What features will James get with his apartment? Jadi agak long, a bit long talk, and you need, it is not talk, conversations or explanations, and then you need to choose the letters, which one. And then 9 to 10, it is sentence completions. Next apa? To pay berapa? Untuk membayar berapa? So basically listening to alphabet, numbers, and listening to explanations, and also sentence completions. And then the next one, post activity 2, it is listening to the first one, numbers. Pertanyaan ini aja ya, question 6 to 10. It is number. You will listen to different styles of mentioning number and also understanding alphabet. Which one? It is Thomas, T-O-M-A-S, atau T-H-O-M-A-S. Gitu. Right? Any questions in regards to post activity? It's all good? No questions. Okay. Well, thank you very much. If you have any questions, you may post your questions in our WhatsApp group. If there is no question, I would like to end the sessions here. Thank you very much for your active participations today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.